I am so excited to welcome one of the members of the Washboard Union, Chris Dunner. How are you?
Fantastic. It's so nice to see you. It's been way too long.
I know it really has. I feel like we have so much to catch up on, and I'm just so excited to see that you guys. I knew that you had been working, I figured during the past little bit on some new music, but the time has finally come. So you have spent time working on writing and getting this new song to deliver to everyone. What was it about I Run on Country that you guys were like, okay, we're coming back full force. This is the one we're going with?
Wow, that's a good question. We spent a lot of time writing. We kind of tucked away in the Monashee Mountains and just wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote. And I think we probably were sitting on about 40 songs.
Oh,
And
wow.
which becomes really tough when there's three of you to try and decide what's going to be first. But we played a lot of these songs for our team. The interesting thing about I Run on Country was it was one of those songs that came relatively fast. But it was one where we woke up the next day singing it, and then the next day, and then the day after that. And it was like, this is something special. And we could kind of see this song live on stage with too much thinking. And we've had a chance to play it a couple times on stage just to sort of test it out. And people are desperately trying to sing the chorus and they don't even really know the song. But by the second time around, they're kind of singing along, which is a great sign for us as songwriters and as a band. So we're thrilled that this is the first taste.
So cool. And that is something that, Washboard Union fans, they crave a Washboard Union live show. Like you guys have a set of fans all across Canada that they truly know every single song that you guys release, whether it's on the radio or not. Like they know album cuts. And when I heard this song, like you said, it has that feel that you're like, oh my God, if I shut my eyes, I can pretty much picture the three of you on stage at a festival in the middle of the summer rocking out to this one.
Yeah, I could too. And it's happened already. And it's so that's been really exciting about it. There's so many different avenues we went down with the writing this time. We didn't get pigeonholed or focus on we really need one of those or one of these, and we just started writing. And I think that there were influences that haven't sort of emerged visually and sonically in Washboard in the past that you're going to hear in a lot of the next chapter of what we are up to, which has been really exciting. We try not to just sort of reinvent the wheel every time. We want to do different things, and I think we've tried to be that challenge when it comes to video or anything we've ever done, and we're excited about what we're sitting on now.
I feel like it sounded like you, when you were saying new chapter, you almost said new record, but you stopped yourself. Does that mean that there's like possibly a new record coming or a
Oh
new
yeah.
album? Is it like, have you, out of those 40 songs, have you guys narrowed it down?
Yeah, it's a wrestling match we're still going under, and
You're still going on.
yeah, but yeah, no, there's a lot of this record is already recorded, and
Nice.
you're gonna have sort of a steady flow of brand new Washboard music for the next at least 18, 24 months.
Uh,
We've been really inspired, and it's been so much fun to just feel that invigorated as a band again, and to get back out on the road. We just announced yesterday that we're going down to the States to play some more Country Thunder dates, Wisconsin and Florida, and a bunch more that we started playing in the States just before COVID. Dallas and Oklahoma were our last two shows. So we're kind of excited to take our music in a whole bunch of places it's never been before. So
that's so fun. How important do you think that this past period of time was for you guys to kind of regroup and work on new music? And, because right now it kind of seems like people are releasing music every week.
yeah.
Like it's an overwhelming amount. And, it was kind of a strange 2 years that everyone went through, like you said, with no touring, which you guys are such a live band. But then, you guys take this moment in time to go, okay, we are going to really figure out exactly what this music we're going to, give to fans is going to sound like. Do you think it was important for you guys to take that time?
Yeah, I will tell you that it didn't feel like much of a break because in the middle of all that was a 32 city tour, and We took a whole bunch of fans down to Mexico. There's been no shortage of things to do, but in that we found time. We really wanted to make sure that we came out of this strange time we all went through stronger than we went in.
Right.
And we really wanted to use that time to write and take our time and record and sort of come out with everything and just feel like it was truly the next chapter, not the extension of the last. Everbound came out, during the pandemic, and lots of singles from that and lots of videos and all that good stuff. So it didn't feel like a huge gap, but it certainly felt like it's just starting again.
Yeah.
Getting to talk to you and getting to be out and meet our radio friends again and all the DSPs. It's exciting. It's really exciting.
I know. I feel like that's why, I mean, I'm like, I haven't seen you in so long or get to talk to you about new music. Because like you said, Everbound, there was a lot of singles on that album, which is a huge testament to you guys in packing a record full of songs that can be singles, which, for some artists is not always the case. It's like you release an album and you have like two maybe on there that, end up being singles. Do you have a song that is coming after I Run on Country that you're really hoping makes the record and you're really excited about?
I have a bunch. I have one that I know is going to be a single, and a whole bunch of others that I hope find their way on. Just because beyond them being, obvious songs for singles, they say things I don't think we've said before.
Oh,
They
cool.
go down roads we haven't been down before. So I'm really excited about the cohesive side of that we're bringing together a bunch of different things we've talked about for a while. And I just think it's going to be an exciting time, but I think we're a long way from deciding what's going to end up on the record entirely or how many, or, there's no shortage. So it's just, I think we all listen to music so differently now too. It's just a matter of getting the music out to our fans in whatever shape or form
Yeah.
that comes out.
So you guys have accomplished so much in your career already. Is there something maybe in 2023 that the Washboard Union has not been able to do that you guys, or maybe even that's, at the top of the Washboard Union bucket list that you guys want to cross off?
Wow. Yeah, I think that there's a long list. Then we
Yeah,
seem
I'm
to,
sure. What's at the tippy top?
when we take something off, we put something else on there.
Yeah.
I think that getting our music out wider and being able to tour wider than we ever have before. I mean, we have this sort of growing group of fans in Europe that's been really exciting to watch, and we sure wish we could get over and spend more time with them as much as we could. But we've been in France and we've been in Spain and we've been in Italy and we've been in Ireland, and that fan base, because of YouTube and a few other things, has just sort of grown without us.
Right.
And we certainly want to get back there and spend more time with them. I think Australia is somewhere we really want to go. I think now starting to play in the US more and get our music out with a wider net, I think is the biggest goal for us. We're a band that tours well, and I mean the three of us are best friends. We've been together for so long. It's just been, we travel well together. We're able to do a lot on the road together. So I would say those are some big goals. I mean, like a lot of country artists, I think the Opry down the road somewhere is a goal you'd obviously want to cross off the list. But I feel just like we're doing it. All the things I really wanted to do are in motion.
Yeah.
So
Well, I try to do this. This is my new thing. Every time I talk to someone, I want to ask this question because I truly have learned that manifestation works. And when you put it out in the world, it's really makes it more possible that it's going to happen. So I love to do this because then we're going to look back in like 6 months and be like, remember when you said that? You guys did it.
I love that.
Yeah. Okay. I have to ask because I've been watching Aaron's videos doing his ridiculous cold plunges in the water in BC. Are you guys doing like Washboard Union cold plunges together, or is that just Aaron?
No, you know what? He manages to recruit more and more people. When we're on the road, the tour bus stops every morning at whatever they kind of figure out to be the coldest lake imaginable, and they go down. And there are usually like two or three of the guys, maybe a couple of the crew guys will go after Aaron's talked him into it. I mean, that's Aaron's passion. Aaron's an open water swimmer, and so I don't know how he does it or why he does it, but Not even the plunge. It's like the plunge and the 2 kilometer swim.
Yeah.
Uh, he just had a birthday we celebrated. We took a bunch of fans down to Mexico, and Aaron celebrated a birthday. And so for his birthday, I rented a whole bunch of kayaks and we did like a flotilla so Aaron could swim like 3 kilometers over to this island. And that's his jam. That's what he loves doing. So as often as we can, we sort of we give him the opportunity. So there's no shortage of mountain lakes in BC, and I think he's been
Yeah.
in probably 3 quarters of them.
Oh my gosh. I just am like, we all need to channel more of our inner Aaron of like, let's celebrate our birthday by swimming 3 kilometers.
I hate being cold. So
As you were saying it, I was literally like, I'm wearing a knit sweater and I'm feeling cold. Just
oh yeah,
thinking about it.
I thought I might do it. Like I've made it down to the shore, and then your toes hit that like Arctic water, and you're like, no,
Nope.
I'm gonna get back on the bus.
So in the song I Run on Country, you do not run on cold water plunging.
No, we've avoided that lyric completely, so I never had to.
Perfect. All right. Well, if you were to choose one thing that you cannot live without that you run on, what would that be?
Songwriting.
Okay.
Good question. That's my fuel in a week. I wrote 2 last week. I feel invigorated when I'm writing. When we can't be on the road, that for me that's the gas that keeps the engine moving. Just to be, I'm someone who wakes up in the middle of the night and I have to write a lyric down because I know it's going to be gone by the time I wake up at 7:30 or 8.
Yeah.
If I don't write it down or I don't record it on my phone, so I'm sometimes just leaning over and like singing into my phone super quiet so I don't wake Trina up. But I have to do that. That's the fuel that drives me and gives me energy. And so that's the one thing I just can't live without.
Love that. All right. Well, new music, Washboard Union, I Run on Country. Thank you so much, Dunner, for joining us on Pure Country, and hope to see you guys soon.
Absolutely. Can't wait to see you guys soon too.